In this video, we shall learn about the image component and how we can use it in React Native. So there are three different ways to use images in our React Native apps. We have the first, which is static resources. The second is network images. The third is temporary local images or images from disk. So to begin with the first, we pull in our image component from React Native, and then we are going to pass in a source. So then we shall require our image. So I have some images here in my assets folder, so I'm going to use this image here, which is a squirrel. So I am going to say squirrel.jpg. Okay, it is in the assets folder. I beg your pardon. Assets slash alright, cool. So and for static images, we may not pass it a given width and height, so it will show up. So this is how we use the first set of images, static image. Next we shall move on to the network image. So a network image is an image that we download from the internet, right? So how do we do this? We still pass a source, but then we pass it as an object with the property of URI, and this URI is going to be the URL to the image. So I'm going to use an image from Pixabay. So let me just copy image address and I'll bring it in here, paste it. So for network images, you must explicitly give them a size, so which is the height and width. So to do that, I will give it a style. I will say height, give it 150, width, we'll give it 150. So if I save, you can see we have our image down below. I can increase on that, let's say 200, and that is our image, our network image. So for our third type of image, we have temporary local images or images from disk. So from disks, for example, if you have a photo that is stored there and you open it in your app, that is a photo from disk. Temporary local images, it is where, for example, if you take an image using a camera, it is stored temporarily but local on your device. So to use that, I shall bring in image, then shall pass in the source property. Still we shall need to pass an object, the key of URI, and then we pass in our example and then we shall pass in our example image. So if we save, still we must pass in styling to give it size. So if I save, you can see that is our image, the plus. So maybe if I just comment out this for now, this is our image, it is a plus. Okay, on top of that, we have another property called src. So this is a string that represents the remote URL of the image. It takes precedence over the source property. So let us see how it works. Let me fold back our image. So if we pass src property, then we must give it a URL. Let me grab a URL here real quick. So if we pass it in, it is now going to take precedence over this, our first URL, and it will display that image. So let me just pass in padding as well. Now as you can see, it isn't showing up, but if I comment, we shall fall back to our squirrel image. So that's how the SRC property works. Okay, so on top of that, we also have a property called blur radius. So blur radius, basically what it does, it blurs the image, right? So if you pass in a value of 0, nothing will happen. If you pass in a value of 1, a blur will be affected. Then the higher the number, the more the blur that will appear, as you can see. So if I put 5, then our apple, it's basically blurred. If I put 50, we won't see a thing almost. So that's how blur works. Then we have on progress. On progress enables us to get the progress of the image as it is being downloaded, because it works for network images. So as the image is being downloaded, we can get to know. Okay, so we can console log our loaded. We can also console load the total. So if I reload this, so to get a percentage, we can just say console.log loaded divide by total, and then you multiply it by 100. So we can just add the percent. So if we reload, yep, this is the percentage of the download that has occurred. So on top of that, we have a resize mode. Resize mode determines how to size the image when the frame doesn't match the raw image dimensions. So it defaults to cover. So let me just remove the blur radius and on progress. So I will say resize mode. The default is cover. And here with cover, we scale the image uniformly, maintaining the image's aspect ratio. Then we also have contain. Contain, it scales the image uniformly so that both dimensions, which is the width and the height of the image, will be equal, or less than the corresponding dimensions of the view. So if you say contain, that is how it's going to appear. But remember, by default it was cover, so it was kind of expanding fit this entire dimension that you have passed. So maybe to see this properly, let me pass a view and give it the same styles and apply a background color on it. Let me say blue. Right. So if I put it to contain, as you can see, our view, this view here is 200 pixels by 200, it's 200 by 200. But then if we say that the image should be contained, it will just scale uniformly to match the both dimensions, which is the width and height of the image, to be 2 or less than the corresponding dimensions of the view. So that's how contain works. Then you also have stretch. Stretch will scale the width and the height independently. And normally this changes the aspect ratio. So if I say stretch, yep, so it just scales the width and height independently to fit the view under which the image is. So lastly we have repeat. So repeat the image, it repeats the image to cover the frame of the view. The image will keep its size and aspect ratio unless it's larger than the view itself, in which case it will be scaled down uniformly so that it is contained in the view. So this is how size mode works. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to see more videos, as we are still covering a lot more components in React Native. Thank you.